Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is... Niners. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
To throw is Prescott. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First down carry by Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check.
Prescott down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively. That's Devin Bush making the play.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. I don't think you got it, son. 51, Mike. Mike 51. All day.
Prescott from the gun. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Here we go. 56. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. Hey, kill. 27. 26.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
13th play now, the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go again.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready? 60 or.
I got it.
Hey, Delta.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
So don't say nothing.
Throwing on first down. Sewell gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
65.
From the gun, Sewell. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Sewell. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 2-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. 48. Here we go. 47.
Out of his end zone, Prescott, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, you were just alluding to it. They had the lead. Don't try anything silly. Run the ball, but they opted to throw it incomplete.
And now the punt, as a result, is really compressed, isn't it? So the mechanics have to be perfect. Snap, and he's got to get rid of it fast.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Right.
2nd and 4. It's caught by Davis. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Hey, I'm coming.
On 1st and 10, Sewell. Catch is made by Harry. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. Sewell. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Watch Mike. Push him back.
Go.
52.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Sewell. And he's going to go down again.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Ready.
From the gun, Sewell. I was going to let this go for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. In for the score. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Kill. 54, right there.
Prescott to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Rip left.
On first down, Elliott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch 54. Watch the slant.
On second down now, it's Elliott. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Mike 54. Check me out. 54 is Mike. Check.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Sewell. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Sewell. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw on second down, Sewell. His throw incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
To throw on third down, Sewell. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. And he's out right at the 25. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott. This one caught by Isabella. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
What we got? Hey, kill. 26.
Throwing. Prescott. Able to find Isabella. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Prescott now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
First down, Prescott. And an alley to run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. the gun. It's Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11.
Go, Mike.
43-yard line.
46. Hey, let's go. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Fight 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott looking middle, and that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
46. Right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott, he's got the connection to Cooper. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Kill. 52's the mark, boy. 50. No. Check that. We want Mike 52 right here. There we go.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Flushed out right. He may try and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Off play action. Sewell. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Sewell. And that is incomplete.
Sewell's pass. Intended for number 12. Incomplete.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Check 31. Check 31.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's just me and you.
Go to 54. Go to 54. 180.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
3rd and 9.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Sewell. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott down. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
On 2nd down, it's Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. Anderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
47.
Back to throw. Flush, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
47.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
26.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd and short. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll look to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Hey, 47.
51 the mic, boy. 51. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
26.
One last shot now for Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
You can't block me.
Hey, chill. 47.
Mike 51. 3 buzz. Mike 51. Mike 51. Watch the
26.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Evan Ingram finding the end zone on the game's final play. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. The point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
49ers.
Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very